So it's a bittersweet moment for India in the Hockey World Cup Group D encounter. They may have won 4-2 against Wales, but 2 goals that Wales scored ensured that their chances of qualifying as the top team from Group D is over. So now the final standings in this Group D lineup in the Hockey World Cup is England finish on top due to a superior goal difference. India are second, Spain are third, Wales have managed to end their campaign on a high. They are eliminated, but now India will not be in the quarterfinals directly. Netherlands from Group C, England from Group D, they are now the direct entrants into the quarterfinals. India will have to play the crossover against the Black Sticks, New Zealand.
Yes, that's the confirmation we have.
That's
New Zealand, yes, against Black Sticks, as Sidvi just said, India are going to be playing. Yes, India would have wanted those of course India got the points, but India would have rather taken that direct qualification. So the extra match now that India will have to play to get through to the quarterfinals.
So this is how the game panned out in essence. Firstly, the common pattern associated with each and every quarter was that India started brilliantly, but they could not maintain the aggression, the consistency as the quarters started.
But even when you say that India's start to the game was bright, yes, the play was bright, but the penetration was a problem. The Welsh were very well organized. Not the Welsh. Not just in fact the way they were organized, I would say. The way they were testing this Indian front line as well. There were a lot of shots on target. Remember, you had 8 shots on target. About six of them came in the first quarter. But the conversion was a problem. Conversion was a problem for India in those starting.
Massive issue when it came to the conversion, because look, it was Shamsher Singh who started off with a second quarter goal. Can you believe it? In the first quarter, they were held to a goalless thing.
Exactly.
And that is tribute to Wales and in particular their keeper, Toby Reynolds-Cotterill, because Toby Reynolds-Cotterill managed to ensure that he was like the Welsh wall.
Absolutely.
India just could not make any headway. But when the second quarter started, when the third quarter started, after halftime, it was once again Akashdeep Singh. Akashdeep Singh was the playmaker who was making all the chances count. Shamsher Singh, let me tell you, it was redemption for him when he opened the scoring, because he had missed a simple tap in that game against Spain. So now with Shamsher and Akashdeep scoring, India wanted to press the initiative. But who would have thought that Wales of all teams would then equalize?
Couple of minutes, what a turnaround by the West.
Gareth Furlong and Jacob Draper, these two guys, remember, along with Toby Reynolds-Cotterill, they ensured that Wales would be 2-2. And we all thought, okay, now the task became even tougher for India, because they would have had to score 8 more goals. They could only manage 2 more, with Akashdeep Singh scoring in the very first minute of the fourth quarter. And then towards the fag
there was when you talk about the fourth quarter, there was an interesting time there, because there was a goal that India scored, but it was disallowed. Why, you would ask? Well, that was because of dangerous play. As the replays that I think Akashdeep took that shot. Did very well to dribble past a couple of players, get onto his left side. Beautiful strike, going on target. But along the way, it did hit one of the defenders there, and it hit
above the knee,
right above the knee, and that's called dangerous play in modern times.
So that is why a goal was disallowed, and Mandeep Singh of all people missed a simple chance to double India's advantage. So it is very, very sad that India's conversion was a big issue. But Harmanpreet Singh, perhaps a good sign heading into the future games, he finally scored off a penalty. And so that is why India have won 4-2. Now, what is the next stage?
But one thing when you talk about his conversion from the penalty corners, I think India need to think of ways how they can, or probably deploy somebody who can take those strikes, if not him, because his conversion, he wasn't looking himself.
Unfortunately,
you need to have a plan B.
Not just today. Harmanpreet Singh has uncharacteristically been struggling ever since the start of the FIH World Cup. Prior to that, Commonwealth Games, India versus Australia Test Series, FIH Pro League, he was your top drag figure. What has happened to Harmanpreet, we don't know. But yes, India may have won 4-2. They have conceded 2 goals for the first time. They have conceded for the first time in the
Conceded
Hockey
for the
World Cup.
first time in the Hockey World Cup.
And now their next major task will be against the Black Sticks, New Zealand. And remember, in the Tokyo Olympics, New Zealand made India really sweat. Although India won 3-2, but New Zealand really made them work hard.
Yeah.
And remember, if India managed to win the crossover, they will potentially face either the Netherlands or Belgium in the quarterfinal. And remember,
you
even
don't want to face either of them. Either of them, especially after one of the team hits 14 goals in a match.
And remember, if India face Netherlands, then it will be a repeat of the 2018 World Cup quarterfinal. That saw Netherlands beat India 2-1. But looking at the current performances that they've had in the FIH Pro League, India would fancy their chances against the Netherlands because they've taken them to the very extreme. But yet again, India were unable to sustain the momentum as the quarters went on. And against the likes of Belgium and Australia and Netherlands, they will make you pay very hard. So heading into it, January 22nd is India's next encounter. India versus New Zealand in the crossovers. And if they win that, oh boy, then they will head into the quarterfinals where they could face either of the Red Lions or the Oranje. Let's see how that happens. Tomorrow, the final league games of the FIH World Cup happen. Netherlands have finished. It will be Australia taking on South Africa. And Germany versus Japan. Germany-Korea, that will be a very important game. Because Belgium, Germany, Japan, Korea, that's a very tough group indeed. So we'll be back for all the details from Sports Today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. And don't forget that we will be back with all the details of the FIH Hockey World Cup in the coming games as well. From me and Harshit, it's good night.